Lord Isaac.
Yo.
Lord Isaac, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you too. Thanks for having me.
So why is it Lord Isaac? I'm intrigued. That was the first thing I was going to ask you when I was like, okay, Lord Isaac. I want to find out why.
First of all, I think it was Lord Isaac because it's been like that for like 5 years. I listened to A$AP Rocky when I was younger. That was one of my few inspirations, and Lord was just something that stuck with me. But then I knew that a lot of people put Lord on their things, so I personalized mine and put the Meza Ozil 2 dots.
Yeah, I saw that.
I put that, so anytime I believe I'm the only one in the world that has Lord Isaac like that right now. So yeah, that's literally why I did it. And my friend called me Lord and stuff like that. So Lord Isaac just stuck with me. I used to make Vines, and my Vine account was Lord Isaac. So it's
on the old Vine, yeah.
Yeah, I did pretty well for myself actually.
On Vine, yeah.
I had like 400,000 loops.
That's not bad.
If I show you some of you, be like, oh, that's pretty fun. Like, I used to get like a lot of loops, but then I stopped because I felt like people weren't taking me seriously.
Yeah, because you get pigeonholed if you do that sort of stuff. So you end up having to be the Viner or I guess you're rapping. So you have to make a choice.
I had to chill off Vine.
Fair enough. Hey, see, one of the reasons why Vine went down, man, you stopped, and then Vine just started making this money. Like.
Yeah, literally. I miss it though. I miss making mine. Like, I still do funny things on like my Snapchat and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it's not full on. Oh, let's sit down and record 5 hours.
Nah, you ain't got time for that. You've chosen music, so you have to stick with it. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. So why are you rapping? Like, what got you into rap?
I've literally been interested in music all my life. Since I could talk actually, and I've been like, I was one of those people like in the classrooms when like the teacher's telling everyone to do, I'll be there doing I'll be doing that. But when I was younger, I used to think that it was just a natural thing. Then I got to an age of like 15, 16, like I freestyle every day in my head, like I just rap usually. Then I got to an age I was like, okay, I'm getting a bit too good at this. Like it's a bit like I'm wasting it, and I'm hearing the music out there, and I can definitely do that. So I just said, let me try and put out a track, and I recorded it with someone, and it went crazy. It went mad. There was like, I think like 20,000 plays or something like that. Wow. So people liked this. So I was like, okay, that means it's not only me that thinks I'm good. So I just carried on with it, and but music has always been a part of me.
I hear that.
Rapping as well. Rapping is literally always. I love rapping. I love freestyling. I love showing people what I can do and stuff. It's like playing football, really.
Are you like old school in that sort of mindset where you would battle everyone?
That's a good question. Like before when I was younger, like year 8 and stuff, it was like the Drake stuff. I've never listened to like old school until now. Yeah. Because I've heard loads of interviews and loads of people are saying that you should listen to the old school rappers and learn. I'm a bit of both. Like listen, obviously because of the new school, like I've changed my style a bit, but my bars and stuff and flows are different from what the new school is.
Yeah, because you're quite lyrical. Like,
I'm quite lyrical, but my flow, I make sure it's So I put that together. And
how did you do that then? Because that's difficult. Like
natural. I literally don't know.
You serious?
I literally just go with
Fair enough.
I literally don't know.
That's good though, because like I know mumble rap took over for a while, and that you had to like anyone lyrical had to sort of figure out how to hang in the game.
Hang in that. So I've learned how to like put the mumble rap flow with the lyrical stuff. I don't even call it mumble rap. I love that type of genre, trap music. Trap music, that's what I call it.
Yeah, no, I like trap. I like trap.
That's my favorite genre now. And I realized that by checking my playlist out, everything there is literally nothing apart from like all these new school rappers. And I was like, fair enough, I've changed my music style.
It's good though. As long as you like you're evolving and stuff with the times, you have to. Otherwise, you get stuck in like being the old guy.
Yeah.
In the loop, you don't want to be the old guy.
You don't want that.
Can you mix up your flow though when you need to?
That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest strength. I think I can hop on any beat. Like I've been challenged so many times. Like country, rock, I can hop on anything. That's my biggest strength.
No, I respect that actually. We'll test. We're gonna test this.
We'll test it.
I'm looking forward to this. All right, cool. So you talk about like, the new school rappers. Like, who are your favorite rappers at the moment?
Like right now, that are in the game, or should I just do like?
In the game at the moment.
In the game at the moment, my favorite rapper is Drake. I'm gonna have Kanye West because he just dropped something. Kanye West. Right now, I'd say Jay Critch. I like Jay Critch. Lil Uzi. Oh, Travis Scott, Young Thug feature. I just started thinking of the people. Yeah, there are a lot. Yeah, I'll keep it at that. Drake, Uzi, Travis Scott, Young Thug, Jay Critch. Yeah, those are my favorite guys. Those are my favorite guys. Right
What
now.
makes them stand out to you?
Drake, because he's like the GOAT. I'll keep that. We'll keep that aside because I know people are subjective about that. But everyone else,
that's because of the Pusha T beef, don't it? Like the Pusha T beef is what changed the situation for it. But we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that later.
I just like them because I like the things they say. Like my rap style isn't similar to theirs because I feel it's because I just don't have the things they have. That's why it's not so. Like I like how when you listen to them, they make you feel like you're that nigga. You know, you feel like you're that. You're like a king. Guy, so like Future. Future makes like Future. I feel like I call him the king of like men. Like when men are trash, that's the king there because the things he says sometimes you're like, wait, are you allowed to say this? But he goes because he's literally like he says some crazy things. He's just like he's literally what every man wants to feel like sometimes. Let me say sometimes.
Like so royally and just like untouchable and
there's
stuff.
There's some
like
moods, like he makes you feel like a king. So like I like them because of that.
Fair enough.
They're really confident. Gunna. I forgot that. Gunna. That's my new favorite rapper, 2018.
I see it.
Gunna.
Why Gunna?
I don't even know. I literally listened to him drip season 3 and literally every single song was fire. Like I'm a fan of quality music. I just don't listen. Like he's got the game on lock right now. He's Young Thug's secret weapon right now.
Ah, okay. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So how have you taken that approach? Because you say you like quality music. How have you taken that into your personal?
With me, whenever I hop on a track, I make sure my verses, everything I do is solid. Like sometimes it can be amazing, sometimes it could be good, but I make sure it's always 7 out of 10 at least. Always.
I respect that.
Like if you check SoundCloud, YouTube, check any of my verses, you'd be like, okay, this is good. Like, and I feel like that because as a child, when I used to listen to Drake and them, I would always expect like a solid verse from them.
Yeah, that's what they started to. That's the standard, isn't it?
Yeah, so you have to keep the standard.
So it's because I noticed like your SoundCloud's like in terms of the amount of music on your SoundCloud and then your Spotify, there's a difference in terms of like the amount of tracks you can find for you. Is that a deliberate move on your part?
What happened was I literally started off a SoundCloud.
Yeah, I started
off like a year ago, a year and a half ago, and I've done really well. Like I've racked up enough plays and stuff, like 60,000 or something.
Yeah,
and obviously my first project I put myself on all streaming platforms days before Cul-De-Sac just came out like 3 days ago. So that's what I'm gonna start putting myself on now, like more of the other streaming platforms. Yeah. But every other thing that you see on Apple Music is I'm featuring. Like it's not my song.
Yeah.
So I just feature and I just do the damage. Let me just say damage.
Wait, so how? Because that's an interesting thing you mentioned about featuring on people's, like obviously to raise clout and stuff. Like, would you advise that for any up and coming rappers to try and feature on as many stuff as possible?
I think features do help. Definitely, especially with features with the right people. I made mistakes sometimes. I made features sometimes like the features I didn't benefit from them. But like I would always advise to feature with the right people and make sure the song itself is good enough. You're not just featuring because someone just asked you, oh, can you do a feature or something?
But it has to actually be of
has to be something like I made that mistake once. Like I say that all my songs are good apart from one. And I'm never making that mistake. That one is going to be the only one in a bad section. So I'm not making that mistake ever again.
Okay, fair enough. Are you pro-independent or are you looking to like, would you allow yourself to get signed?
I think I'm in the middle really. Like I like the independent thing because you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you can do anything you want. But the journey's longer, if you know what I mean.
It's a lot. It can be a lot longer. And it's a lot harder.
It's a lot harder. Like I've been doing music for a year and a half now, and it feels like 59 years right now. I feel like I'm old and I'm about to die. I think I was writing my retirement will or something yesterday or something like that. But like, yeah, it's long, but like the journey at the end will be good. But like, if I get signed, if I get a good offer and stuff, I wouldn't mind. But what I'm trying to avoid is like what do they call it? A 360 deal when they like mess up your
flow,
creativity and stuff like that. I'm trying to avoid that, but I'm in the middle really, because with the signed and stuff, you get instant recognition.
Yeah.
And if I get that, that's literally all I need, really.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Explain the 360 deal for those who don't know.
A 360 deal is basically a deal where the record label kind of, I'm not gonna say it fucks you over or messes you up, but like it's a deal where it favors them more than it favors you. And most people don't see that. They just feel like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get 300. Let's say you're gonna get like, they give you like 50,000 signing fee.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're chopping all your millions and stuff, and you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're just flexing with 50,000. After that, you're broke, and they probably decide when you release stuff and da da da.
Yeah, they control your schedule.
And the attention goes off you and stuff, so you could just mess yourself up. And that's happened to a lot of rappers.
Alright, cool. You sound like done your research, which is key.
Done loads of research.
So you said you dropped your first track like 15, 16, and it kind of.
I dropped my first track, Pulling Up, 2 summers ago. So that's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you dropped that a little while ago.
Yeah.
What happened next for you in terms of on the journey?
What happened next? I think this is where I did myself a bit bad. Like I was obviously in secondary school then, like finishing, and I dropped that at 16, and it went mad. Like it went crazy, and obviously because I think it also went crazy because I used to do Vines and I had a lot of recognition from there. So obviously when they heard that and it was a good song, they were like, "Oh my gosh, da da da." But obviously because I was still in school and I didn't know anything about recording and stuff like that, this was my first time and everything. I didn't know about mixing, mastering, so I just did that song, recorded it, released it, didn't record anything else, nothing like that. So just chilled like a couple of months to my next holiday, recorded again, dropped it. Obviously the plays were a bit less because obviously with people they need to see that you're still there, or like consistent. I literally did not. I just did that. I was like, oh, I wrote this in school. Let me just produce it. But like, what I'm proud of myself is that even with people like, let's say they don't even hear the new stuff, they will remember my name, Lörd Isaac, from either like a good show or a good song like that. Okay, so cool. As long as my name is there, I'm cool.
When did you start doing shows?
When did I start doing shows? I did my first show, not this Christmas, the Christmas before. I did my first show.
2016.
Yeah. It was in Lagos, native land. It's literally one of the emerging movements right now, because Lagos is going places right now. Like we've had Migos come there, Stormzy, like loads of people I love in Lagos right now. Like Naomi Campbell literally just came there. Like
oh wow,
like Lagos is. I'll give it 2 years and it's gonna be popping. Like everyone's going to Nigeria, Africa, like that to get. Like Africa is becoming big now. Like it's getting to the global stage. So yeah, I was lucky enough to be one of the artists performing in the Native Land Festival. I think that one was with like J Hus, Burna Boy, people like that. So yeah, that was my first show, and I did well.
I respect that. Yeah. So like you've met J Hus, obviously he's going through his stuff. Yeah, he's doing well. What are your thoughts on that sort of situation?
He's a cool guy. I literally was on stage with him, like with the pictures and stuff. I was literally there. I was literally like his hype man, but I didn't have a mic. So like, this was the point where J Hus literally just blew.
Yeah,
so like,
it
was like, let's say I just want to get friendly with her, like that kind of song, stuff like that. So some of the Nigerians didn't know the song, so I'm there shouting all the lyrics, and everyone's just getting hype. Me and him are shirtless there, going crazy. Like I just love seeing people having fun. So he's the cool guy. I like humble people. Like he's a real G. I'll give him that.
I respect that, man. I respect that. All right, cool. So off camera, we'll talk about your. I guess it's not your EP, but your playlist that you've dropped, and you got an EP coming next. So what's this meant to be a prelude to?
Days Before Cul-De-Sac is literally a playlist of 3 songs, just me. I'm not gonna say trying something different because I've always had that in me, but I just, from more of my rap head things, I just decided to take a bit more of a melodical side. Like so it was 2 melody songs and then 1 song which was completely different because my rap style is more like Americanized, but obviously because I've lived here most of my life, I live in Southeast London, so like there's no way like I don't have that side of me. So the last song was a Cool Kid freestyle, and I just decided to just go ham, my English accent on, just do my bars but in an English accent.
Fair enough.
So it was fun because I didn't drop I hadn't dropped like 4 months. So, like I dropped a single and it went good. Like people loved that.
Oh, the knick-knack.
Knick-knack.
Yeah, no, I like knick-knack.
People love
Knick-knack was
that.
good.
So
It's good.
I just said, you know what? Let me just in preparation for Cul-De-Sac, let me just give them 3 songs just to like eat for now. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So yeah, so I just dropped that. And then Cul-De-Sac is my main tape right now.
When are you looking to drop that one?
So I'm saying either late July or early August.
Okay, cool.
Depends. I'm still working on it now, trying to make it perfect and stuff.
Yeah, I respect
that's
that.
my first project.
Yeah, so you want it to, it needs to sort of, it's
be
first
perfect.
impressions technically.
First impression. Yeah. All I've done, all my 10 tracks out now, they've all been singles, been good, but a project is different. There are many things you have to take into consideration for a project.
Like what?
First of all, you have to make sure like everything, your bars and stuff are good. Like
of course, yeah.
Production is good, and the production has to like have a theme. Like up to you can't just pick random beats from anywhere.
Nah,
like,
you gotta.
You have to make sure it has like a kind of mood. Like give a good example of a good project. Take Care by Drake. Like everyone knew that mood. Like that project, that theme was so well that they start talking about stuff like, oh, so he's draking right now. Like it was a mood. Like it's a kind of theme thing. So like all those things you have to take in consideration. Like I'm the kind of person that like it's like raw talent. Like I'm rapping but I've had to learn how to like put that talent and make it gold, if you know what I mean. Like make it something that is quality as well, not just he's rapping or okay cool. Because a lot of people in the world, you're rapping, but a lot of lines and bars flow through their heads, stuff like that. So you have to find a way that they're hearing everything you want to say or most of the things you want to say, and that's what the best artists do in the world right now.
So how do you because obviously you got the punchline tactic where you have like a punchline every like couple of bars or like in a 4-bar you drop a punchline. How do you do yours so that people can sort of hear everything? Because I assume you're not punchlining every time.
With me, how I go on a beat is I hear the beat and my head's already freestyling, so I just go with it. But my rap style mostly is like punchlines, things that people be like, oh, like yo, that kind of thing. So with me, with my experiences or things I've heard from like other songs and stuff, I just gather different similes and stuff and put them in there. And then I try and make sure I have a flow that goes with the punchline as well. And it's cool.
You talk about the EP coming out to sort of late July, August. I'm assuming that's your last project for the year. Or are you going to drop any singles?
Last project of the year is 2018, and that's what, July? No, that's not going to be my last project, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm the kind of person that this project is, I'm not going to say it's a bunch of songs. Like, I write every single day.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't even have a favorite song. Like, people tell me their favorite song. I'm like, cool, okay, you like that. Like, I just keep writing. Like, when I'm walking, I'm freestyling and making bars and stuff. So, yeah, I was just like, okay, I've got enough songs now. I've got, like, right now, over 200 songs. I've got loads. Like,
see, that's what I hear a lot though. Cause like a lot of artists, like you write so many songs, and most of them won't ever see the light of day.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of mine will, because I'm the kind of person, when I write a song, I'm like I know the difference between a banger and an okay song. Like I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but if someone takes time and let's listen to Lörd Isaac's Soundcloud, and you hear all my songs. Like, okay, fucking hell, this kid's got something different. Like every single song I've dropped with different singles, they'll be like, oh, this is a banger, da-da-da-da. So altogether, I technically had like 10 bangers right now, and I've continued writing that and doing stuff like that. So Cul-De-Sac is the tape for what, summer? Christmas is still this year. I have one more project. I'm not gonna say the name.
One more project.
All right, cool. I might have singles before. It depends how
things go.
Things go, really. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I love making music, but people have told me that too much supply.
Well, you don't want to oversaturate, but you don't want to under provide either, because then people just forget about you. It's about the balance.
It's hard. It's really hard. Like this music thing is very hard.
So what have you learned so far on your journey?
I've learned that patience is key. Like that's cliche, but patience is key. Like sometimes you have to be patient. And I've also learned that it's not only by talent. Like you can't just think that, okay, you're talented, you're cool. Like a lot of people, they're out there, don't have half the talent some people have, but they're way bigger. Like they're different strategies.
They work hard and stuff as well.
Hard work ethic is crazy. You have to work hard, and make sure when you're working hard, you're working with quality. Like there are a lot of people that work hard, but their music is trash. So you're just literally wasting your time. You know what I mean? So you have to work hard and make sure you know that you have quality. And even if you feel like your quality is a bit shady or make sure like you've got it at least up to like a 6 out of 10. Like with that, you can do well. Just make sure you have your head down, you're humble as well. Well, you don't have to be humble. There are people that are cocky and still out there. But the main thing is work ethic and patience. Those are the two main things.
Do you see yourself as humble or a bit of confident, or a bit of cocky?
I'm a very humble person. Like, I'm not the kind of person that, like, I'm just chill. Like, so a lot of people, I'll be sitting in a room and I want to be like, oh, listen to my SoundCloud. Like, it's really good music. Like, I'm just cool. Like, if you know my music, that's good. Good on you. If you don't know it, you don't know it. Like, if you hear it and like people tell me, oh yeah, your music is sick, that you're really talented, and I'm like, thank you very much, like, stuff like that. Like, I'm a humble guy, like I act normal. Like, I've met a lot of people, met a lot of artists and stuff, but like, I don't feel like that should change me. And I feel like I'm gonna stay like this. I want to be a human, because at the end of the day, we all die and we'll still end on the same ground. So you shouldn't really act like you're bigger than anyone.
Doesn't matter, does it?
But then on the other side, I'm really confident about like stuff like my abilities and stuff like that. So it's good to have a mixture between both.
Well, that's key, because in terms of you can't not have confidence. I mean, doesn't
if
help
you don't have
anything.
confidence,
There's nothing gonna happen.
Literally, yeah.
So like, I respect that. I do respect that, and I respect that you got one more project coming out in like December. That'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing that actually. But then how do you? Because I've known mates who started and then fell off or didn't continue because they weren't consistent, and then along the way they got kind of overconfident because a little bit of like praise or recognition can get to you. How do you stop that from getting to you?
That's the good thing, because right now, like even on my phone, like every single day I've got young kids saying, yo, you're cool, yo, you're amazing, and da, da, da. But if you see me, you wouldn't think that happens to me. You think of me like a normal guy. What I do is, I'm not saying what I do like it's a natural, like what happens naturally to me is I am like a perfectionist. Like I'm not gonna say I took myself down, but like I'm writing something, and even if anyone else thinks this is crazy, in my head I'm like, bro, you could do much better, or like this is a bit dead, or like when people are like telling me, oh, you're crazy, or like girls are coming over me, da, 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 I'm just like, I make sure like I stay as normal as possible, and I don't let like all these kind of things enter my head, because as soon as that enters your head,
so it can be a
your
rap.
quality shakes.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. It can be so dangerous.
You have to really stay humble, really. Not even humble, you just have to think smart, and think that that yes, you could have all this fame one day, but like the next day, one cat naked could.
I guess you can be like extremely confident, but you like when you're cocky, it does lead to sort of a downfall eventually, because like you've got yourself on a cliff, and if you think you're amazing, then that means your standard of like acceptance will drop, because you think everything's amazing now, instead of thinking everything's perfect, instead of thinking, oh, I can improve it. It's amazing. And if you think everything's amazing, then nothing's crap in your eyes, and then suddenly you drop it and you don't get the sort of response you want, and it can just be a complete crash. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got the perfectionist thing where like it's weird, because you want to be a perfectionist, as you said, but you don't want to stop yourself from releasing music, because you could do that if you keep tweaking stuff over and over and over again. So how do you deal with that balance? That's quite a fine line if you think about it.
It is a fine line. What I tell, like you said, with the improvement, I always make myself improve. Like I always tell myself, you can do better than this. Like if I send a track and the mixer's done something, I'm literally listening to every single millisecond, everything. I'll be like ask anyone that works with me, I'll be like, okay, change this little part when I went, I don't want that, take that off, add something, like just that little second. Like no one really noticed that apart from, and my mixers get annoyed by that, but I make sure it is to the best of what I believe is the best, and I make sure that I don't feel like I don't have a favorite song or stuff. Like I treat every song differently and stuff, so that song could come out the best, so that I don't feel like, oh, I'm too good, I'll just do a song going blah 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 blah. Like that's not fair on the people that are supporting me and stuff like that. So I just tell myself to keep improving and don't release something till it is almost perfect or perfect. So yeah,
I hear that. But then you found a way to sort of stop that from not allowing it to delay releases, which is key, because that's a fine, like it's weird, because you got UK artists like Cadet would not release stuff consistently, and that was sort of the issue that crept out with him for quite a while, because he was like, you're not releasing stuff consistently, which means you're not really growing. Because you're like releasing something. Say you drop your EP, for example, you didn't drop something for 2 years. You can't really grow. But then at the same time, you're not releasing too much content.
So that people aren't tired of
Yeah, because if you oversaturate, I mean, you just get used to seeing their face, and then it's like doesn't have that sort of pop.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I respect the balance though. Like it's a hard act. It's a hard thing to pull off. So I'm looking forward to your EP. And then just the December project. I'm assuming you got some gigs and stuff coming up soon.
Gigs, yes, I do. I've got a couple gigs. I'm gonna it'll be on my Instagram when I release them because we're still in discussions on fees and stuff. But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I've got a couple gigs. I'll be around this summer.
All right, cool. So we'll get people to check out your Instagram and stuff.
Yes,
obviously check out your Spotify, SoundCloud as well. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on you, man. All right, cool. Pleasure. Thank you very much.